Affinity Xtra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Xtra.
Yeah, people, this is the boy here, Roger Moore and Affinity Xtra. We're out here celebrating gospel music of Black origin. This is how we do it, man, still, yeah. And I'm just going to be setting up this live stream. We're going to be going live. We're going to be going live on the station. We don't do this enough. But we're going to really... with my colleagues, I got a couple of them going to be coming in a second, but this whole situation with Vinicius Jr. A very, very interesting situation with Vini Jr. still anyway, so you're going forward. And for me, it just hasn't it's going to be 2 days, and we're going to pretend like this thing hasn't happened. And it needs to be absolutely highlighted and and it's not a case of turning around and saying to people that all white people are racist. That's not what we're saying. What we are saying is that it is a crime to abuse black people, and can we stop belittling and start making our cries for how can I say it? We want to be taken seriously, but it's like our cries are not heard. So it's one of them ones where you're like going, okay, who's good? I've been told continually there's no racism, there's no this, there's no that, there's no this, there's no that, and yeah. It just keeps on happening again. So I'm gonna just set people up in terms of what we're gonna be doing this show. I got Mark's about to hopefully jump in, and I got Anthony who's about to reach here in about 15 minutes. But we're gonna be disciplined. We're gonna hit the time out there anyway, still here on what we're doing, and we're going to chop this up. If you want to make comments as we go along with this. I figured maybe going to TikTok, but we stick to this anyway. Still, usually format on YouTube, and we talk with the guys as they're coming in whatsoever. But what I am going to do right now is just going to double check the feeds, because there's things that are happening, and I'm just going to give people an update. And anybody who has any insight towards this in terms of, I'm now looking at just looking at the headlines, and already there's no sign about this whole situation on the BBC website. You could arguably say that don't really affect us because it's in Europe anyway still, yeah. But the Vini Jr situation does affect us because black players playing for UK teams, how do we respond? How do we do stuff out there? Still, yeah, it has a major impact in terms of what do you do, grassroots level. What do we do as players going forward? Now, if you're saying okay, and I've been seeing a lot of virtual signaling. If you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to out people out from our community. I want to make sure that make sure my chest is clear up. Jeez, I tell you what, this cold's trying to take me out, but it's not going to at all. What I what annoys me is that, especially in our space, our Christian spaces, we say the cute thing, oh, that's bad, but we allow the comfortability of things not changing. We allow people to be comfortable and pretend like it never happened. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't worry. Keep it moving. It's okay to be abused. And it's not fair. It shouldn't be the case. It's not about blaming everybody else. But we should be allowed to say our truth. Ultimately, we should be allowed to anyway. Still, you know. So that's where that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to these things and where we should be as a state, as a station, as for me, even but you know, we just I think it needs to be, you know what I'm saying, you know, away it goes. But yeah, we'll lock it in. But let me just see if I can get these. Let me check in with these guys to see if any of my guys are jumping on. Let me look. All right, before I'm gonna start tearing into it. But yeah, but it's kind of funny still. And we're not gonna deal with Arsenal, but boy, Arsenal's making it harder for themselves at this moment in time. I tell you that for free. Looking at these things, making it very hard for themselves, very, very, very hard for themselves. But it's the way it works out. Let me see what you say, Marx. Let's have a look. Yeah, jumping in. Now, one thing that people, you know, still, I like to do things on time, you know. So, yeah. People are not ramping with that, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go to. I spoke yesterday. I did a kind of like, I would say over and passionate, but I said something about the situation yesterday. And I when I say situation, about about this subject yesterday, and I have to come from a personal perspective again. Myself, I've seen it on a pitch. I've been on a pitch where my colleague was called a monkey, and it's confusing at first because it's quite surreal when you're playing the game and you're being racially abused. I remember being racially abused on the football and playing in the parks, you know, playing football. We used to I remember I used to obviously play football every second God given me, when it came to lunchtime, midday, all these different things. I would be playing football, and with me and my friends, my friend Ashish, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure his name's Ashish, man. I thought sure it's Ashish, and is it Ashish? No, that's primary school. Ashish was Mandy, I think it's Mandy. Can't believe I forgot his name, man. My good pal, Mandy Nijar, yeah, that's it. And yeah, man, we'll organize the football games. You know, I'm the only black guy in the year. There's a few Asian guys in the team or whatever in the year anyway, still, yeah. And we kind of set it up anyway, still, yeah. And yeah, I play football. And a guy said he kind of joined with you guys. I said, yeah, man, come in, but man, it's not about color at all. These football teams, we were playing football. I remember he called me nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, is this how man's going on still? Yeah. So I was like, yo, but you couldn't do nothing about it. And I think, wow, he's just, you know what I mean? But it shouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming from a place where I've been abused racially. I'm not here to beat anybody up. Or body to go back to the other person today. He's got to say, call out his name. I remember his name tips for every day. But this is not crying, but I know that it affects you. It does affect you. Yeah, 100%. And I don't want that for the children, next generation. We don't need to go through this, guys, man. But anyway, so yeah. But I got Marx who's joining in a second, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring him in, and really touch base with him and see what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on. Let me see. Oh, Mark, you there? Yeah. Okay, cool. 1 second, bro. I'm gonna just change my settings so I'll make sure that I can hear you as well. I can hear you, but you don't do these, child, bro. I gotta get back. I gotta get back into my live streaming. Yeah.
It's
There
been a
you are.
minute, right?
Yeah. We're gonna get ready for the World Cup in it still. No one there. Okay. Right, save. Right, I can see I can hear myself back. Is that me or you? Is that? Can you hear me, Mark?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, cool. Right. All right, brilliant. Yeah, because I heard a bit of feedback there, but yeah, that's cool. I can slightly hear myself through the headphones, I think. Yeah, is it through the headphones?
Yeah, I'm just adjusting the audio now.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, a bit of technical itch. We don't do this enough, but but it's the way it works out, man. You know what I mean? But Marks, we're gonna keep quiet about the Arsenal. You know what I mean? I want one there still. You know what I mean? So gotta keep quiet about that one still. Let me see where's Anthony's. Oh, wait for him to say he's there. Oh, I can't hear you now. Can't hear you now, brother. Right. Can you? But you can hear me, okay, though, bro. Yeah, you can hear me. Whoa, 1 second. Say something then, bro. Yeah. I think everybody else can hear you but me. 1 second. I'm seeing your volumes go up and down, yeah. But I don't know what's happening here. Okay, cool. Rare. Yeah, I can Yeah. So why can't I hear you? Is it more me than you? No, it's not that. You heard me turn up there, innit? Yeah. Right, I should be able to hear you. Okay, say something there, bro.
Like I said before, Man United are rubbish.
Oh, Man United. Yeah, listen, guys. Sorry, guys. He's been trying to mess me up and that route there. So yeah, I can see you going there. What it is it seems like my audio's gone back through to my head, the wrong thing. Still, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. I do not know. Gone there. Okay, say something, bro. Oh.
Liverpool's still better than United, bro.
Oh, bro, man, just quit that chalk, bro. Okay, cool. Keep talking. Yeah, thought so.
Didn't enough, you know.
Yeah, cool. Just need a resetting. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, cool. You can hear me now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my guy. Sorry for a little technical itch. Yeah. I think because you changed audio source, I had to reset the roadcaster to do what it has to do anyway. So you know when you have to just start from hardware, yeah, from things, people, from things. But anyway, so yeah.
Are you getting a delay coming through in terms of the?
Nah, cool. I'm good, man. Cool. Yeah. Nah, it's cool. I'm cool, man. I'm cool with audio. Yeah, man, more than cool, man.
I think I'm hearing myself on your side now.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because. Can you hear yourself now?
Let's see. No, all good.
All good. Yeah.
No, yeah, I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself. Okay, cool. I know what's happening there. Right. So if you can hear yourself, that means we'll get this right, guys. We'll get this right. Input. Okay, chat. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, yeah.
Okay, what about yourself
I
now?
still hear myself.
And you can still hear yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, then. Try that now. Okay, I can't hear you now. Oh, bro. We might have to survive with the echo, bro.
All right, cool.
Yeah. But I was just wondering if everybody else can hear the echo. That's my only concern. That's my only concern, but we'll work it out, man. We'll work it out. We'll see what's going on anyway still, yeah. But listen, right, bro, talk to me about this Vini Jr. situation, yeah. Talk to me and I'll check out the echo on the mainstream anyway still, yeah. And talk to me from your perspective. Because I'm just saying to people that that I'm not talking from a perspective of watching TV, cinematic film. I'm not talking from the perspective of going, people are stabbing me in the back. But looking back, we have walked through a lot of racial abuse in a sporting context, myself personally on the pitch still, yeah. So just give a context of where you're coming from on things, bro, while I just dive in, check for
You know what? My feelings on it are a bit mixed because I'm someone like I'll very much, against obviously racism, back the black guy, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I don't want it to be one of those things where people are over abusing that as an excuse for certain things. So on one hand, I'm like, if what's happened is genuine, then that needs to be dealt with from like the top level. But at the same time, we've also got Vini Jr, who's made a number of claims over just the past couple of years. So there's that question now about are all of them right? Because why is it every time he goes to a stadium, he's getting abused? So it's a bit of a mixed one for me because, like I said, I'm against it, and if it has happened, then the player needs to be dealt with, and all the fines and everything else that needs to happen has to happen. But if it's one of those cases where you've got a guy which has made the claim a couple of times and it's kind of gone his way, and now it's become one of those regular things where it's not what he's saying, that's what I want to kind of get to the root to, because like I said, he's a player that's been on the front of everything over the past couple of years, mentioning these things happening to him. So now it's just a case of like, well, dude, why are you, every time you're going to a stadium, is something happening to you? I mean, the only thing for me that's kind of like leaning in his direction on this one is that Mbappe said he heard it himself. So if Mbappe's heard it, and that's true, then that's obviously given weight to the whole conversation. But then again, I don't sound like I'm being skeptical, but to a certain degree, I like to be until I have the facts, because I know what I'm like here with my boys. If you see he says something's happening, I'm going to have his back, whether I know it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until I know what the truth is. So again, I mean, there's a lot that's got to be looked at. Both the governing body as well as people like myself and you. We're going to go back. We're going to watch the videos.
Yeah.
What can we pick up from like body language? How far was Mbappe from the actual incident? Then little things like that, so we can get the facts for ourselves as much as possible. But yeah, just interesting to see what comes out of this. The only thing that I suppose I'm not really backing as such is the kind of narrative which is kind of been trying to put around like Jose Mourinho. Because I don't think the idea people are going on as if to say that his statement as well is kind of like adding fire to the racism. I mean, this is Mourinho. He's given more opportunities to top black players than I've known him for a long time. And he's gone on record saying about how he would love to move over to Africa, and like he would love to see a lot more of these players coming into the top level of football, because he believes that they're some of the best players there is. Yeah. So but that's my perspective. That's where I'm coming from. I hear, bro. I hear. By the way, bro, it's a tight one, though. Yeah, it's tight. But guys, I apologize. It's like echo marks. We're gonna technically get our head around that one, but we might have to just get through that anyway. So hopefully you understood everything you said. I believe I did as well. But I get where you're coming from, bro. Right. You do not. Right. Okay, flip the other side. Your son walks into a white area. He wears black, hoodie up, yeah? He's caught on camera
round the corner from a house got robbed. Yeah? He's baited himself up because everybody described he was there. I'm not saying someone would go tea from there or whatever, yeah? Unfortunately, due to circumstantial evidence, he'll be locked up. Yeah? You know what I'm saying and whatsoever, he'll be locked up. Even if they didn't quote him on camera, they'll say, listen, mate, you're the only person that fits the description. You're wearing the garms. You did everything but get caught. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? In the house. And you just said, they'll find a way to point at all roads there. All the roads led to him being racially abused indirectly. I don't understand, bro, where you can, just because you do this, yo, monkey, you can get away with it because you cannot confirm because you got the head base like that. Bro, you get locked up for that. Yeah? You get locked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you are, you know what I'm saying, as far as I'm concerned, you know, bro, we've been around long enough. Yeah? He's covered his mouth by purpose. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if you didn't say it, you shouldn't have covered over your mouth. Yeah, what did you say to make you want to cover your mouth?
That warrant you covering your mouth. Yeah.
Ultimately, it all leads... You have to look at the context. So if I'm going to be there saying to the guy, going, listen, what is his name? Palestrini or whatever his name was. I said, listen, unfortunately, you're coming from an uneducated background of Argentina when it comes to black people, that you can get away with doing this. This goes back to no action taken a year or so ago when they were being abusive on the coach, and the lack of the abuse that black players get in South America is bad. Yeah, and they get away with it. Now, you continue getting away with players, Argentinian players around the world will carry on in that mode because they know they can go back home and get away with it. Yeah? And because UEFA and FIFA and all these guys didn't do nothing with the Argentinian team, maybe because Messi's on the boss coach, yeah? If they said, all you can't play the next game, we got caught on that camera, yeah? Next 3 games, you're all banned, yeah? Them players will realise this ain't messing. And you wouldn't be in this situation. But because you continually allow players to get away with it, bro, somebody has to get dealt with. And so I'm not saying that people should be accused based upon circumstantial evidence, yeah? But end of the day, so yeah, people abuse the fact that they can get away with it. That's my problem. You're getting away with it. And I'm going to people going, okay, there's going to come a time where we got to say, listen, right, we can't be doing this. Yeah, we cannot be doing this. Yeah. There's got to become a point that man get chopped up and I see this very day so many young men get locked up that are brown and black off lesser evidence. So how on earth can the world see that it's obvious, allegedly, he racially abused? Now, if Mbappe says and Vinnie says he has evidence. Yeah, but he's got 2 people. It's 2 people, bro.
Well, potentially he's even got more, depending who decides to come forward. Because from my understanding, Mbappe is saying that he heard everything. He knows exactly what happened, but he also claims that there were other Benfica players around at the moment that also would have heard it. So, I'm not fully acquainted with the Benfica team. So, I'm not sure, if there's any players around it, as Mbappe says, or even if some of them might have been some of the black players, which might have heard it. So now you're in a position where you're lucky you got Mbappe, who is saying he knows exactly. Are the Benfica players which were around going to come out and say, yeah, this is what happened, and he did say that? Or are they going to do what more likely would happen, is they're just going to back their teammate, regardless of the fact that they've heard?
Well, the problem is black players for teams, and Anthony, is that your light's gone off there quick? You see there?
Yeah, my light's gone off. I have no idea why.
You said, man, he's got power cut in London, people. This is the life in London, man. Power cut, man. Yo, guys. Listen, the snows hit London. There's something like that. So what is it?
That's funny, man.
It's
Give me
tornadoes.
1 second.
Yo, the man can't. Yo, there's a lot. He's got these guys. Let's pray for him. He's stuck in London. Yeah, I don't know one day. That London life. But for me, I don't know if you can still hear me, Marx. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, okay, cool. It looks like he let's mute him for a second. But yeah, I hear Marx. He's obviously he's looking at things a bit more harsher than me, to be honest. In terms of, but what I find is that players on the team of the person who did the racial abuse, and we've seen it with the John Terry situation and so on, black players, we quick to keep quiet so we don't want to cause trouble in the camp. There comes a time where you just say, listen, 1 second, Mark, I'm going to bring you back in. Can you hear me, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah, safe. So I was saying, like John Terry, bro, over the years, we've been complicit of when we play for teams with abusive white players that we don't say nothing when we know it's something wrong. And because we just want to get paid. You've seen players that played for Valencia, I believe it was, when they're racially abused, watch the crowd racially abuse Vini Jr. What if players said, I'm revoking my contract, but I understand they have to pay the bills and whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I feel that players need to get to the stage where that it's about money or who they are. And I think that we're the only race who can't stand up for who they are. Right about now, Tommy Robinson is standing up for who he is. You know what I'm saying? And Trump is standing up for who he is. Let's be real, bro. He's not standing up for nobody else. He's standing up for who he is.
Yeah.
So what is wrong with our people to stand up for who they are and not disrespect people and stuff? But if there is, I'm not saying to lie, bro. I'm just saying you have a right to say something. You know what I'm saying? To do something and lock it in anyway still. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm thinking anyway. So you say something, bro. Someone says, let's take this call. Yeah? Cool.
Oh, I look at it and I think to myself, like you said, like it's time for players to come forward and say things. And we've been saying it for a long time, not even just with this incident, but whenever some issue of racism comes up, we're always looking for like some of the black players which are currently playing, or even those which have gone and are real respected, to come forward and to say something. I think for a long time there was this notion of I can't really say much because I'm in a circle, and if I say something, I'm going to lose all my money, I'm going to lose my position, I'm going to lose. And to a certain degree, you understand that, especially if people got like families and stuff, it's their livelihood, they need to make sure that money's coming in. But wouldn't you rather know that, one, the right things are being done, two, that the organization that you work for is doing everything that they can to clamp down on any form of racism, making it a safer and more comfortable place for you to work in. And also know that regardless, that when you leave behind, the legacy is that he stood for what was right, that he made sure that, when these things popped up, whether it be racial abuse or any other kind of abuse, that there wasn't silent, but actually there wasn't someone that just, spoke in the dark corners to their friends and family, but they actually was there publicly making a stand.
Yeah, I know. I hear. I do think. I do think that we are. Vinny's probably one of the first stars to actually make a stand, a real vocal, I ain't ramping stand. Think about all the players that we know. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And think about it, all these footballers that we know over the years, who really made a stand? Ian Wright did a bogle in a corner.
None of them, yeah.
None of them.
I mean, to be fair,
none of them were literally...
That's probably why I said, that the whole thing with Vinny is kind of making me scrutinize it a bit, boys. Probably because nobody's done it before.
Yeah.
Because like I said, on one hand, there is that question of, why did you cover your mouth? And that, it kind of leans towards the fact that you're guilty and the fact that Mbappe heard as well. But again, like I said, I've spent so much time having these conversations with people over the years, or being in situations where there's obviously actions or words that have gone forth regarding racist, things. So I've seen both sides of the coin where people are being genuinely abused and are seeking for justice to be done, and I've also seen the other side where people are using their color and racism as an excuse just to get forward 100%. Or just to get. So it's finding the right balance and making sure that when these things are being said, that although we as black people are outraged at the fact that these things are still happening, but we're not just jumping at the first word that somebody says until we know what the facts are. Because on the flip side of this, let's just say, for argument's sake, I'm not saying he is, because I don't think he is, but let's say he was innocent of making such a thing. Potentially, all the pressure going on him is something that can destroy someone's career. You know what I'm saying? Or destroy their chance in a team. So you have to get the right balance to make sure, yes, we are outraged and we want justice done, but we can't just jump onto things and be a case of this is what I heard that this person's been accused of. I'm against him. I'm going to say da until the facts come out.
But the thing is, I hear you, right? So I'm obviously I'm the chair of the Christian League up here, and obviously I did I'm also the diversity, what you call it, equal. I know. I keep getting mixed up anyway. So EDI, whatever call it anyway. But basically, I check in, and I've had people come to me and says, "Oh, but the reason why the player punched the other player, the black, is because he said something racial." And I hear what you're saying in terms of we can shout wolf when there's no wolf. But what I would say to you, bro, I was outside of a pitch and I saw the incident. Yeah, obviously I couldn't hear the incident. So I said to them, okay, wow, brilliant. Okay, I need you to here's some details, and we're going to sit down and write the details because we're making an official police complaint. That's the last time I heard about it. Now, Vinnie is doubling down, and he's going full hug. You don't double down and go full hug, bro, on fake news. You're in a winning situation, You use them situations to cry out of a losing situation, No one in a winning situation scoring a special goal is not going to say, let's walk off the pitch 1-0 up against Benfica. No way. You do that when you're 3-4-5-1 down. And you're crying, and I don't mind. Obviously, guys, Mourinho. I love Mourinho, but he was the sort of guy that will find something like that, bro, and walk off the pitch because of that. You know what I'm saying? And into the day, still, of the situation that he just scored a brilliant goal. You do not stand aside, but he's done our business, bro. And Thierry Henry, let me find out how old Thierry Henry is anyway. How old is he? Our age? Thierry Henry.
Thierry's,
because
I'm not sure how old he is, but
he is 48. He's more your age than my age. You know what I'm saying? Thierry Henry is 48 now. So I'm 50 this year. So so Thierry Henry is on the TV, quite emotional about it, basically saying, I had to take the abuse. Big Thierry Henry would take the abuse being called monkey after scoring a special goal. And he was told by, and we've been told by our white teammates, go, forget about it, man. Ignore him. We've been told that by black team, ignore. What do we do? But the thing is, for me, bro, the problem is, yes, I saw the Wakanda Forever signal that we're going to do now by the referees, In a week's time, it'll be all disappear and nothing will happen to that player for racial abusing. He did it. There's 95% chance he did it. 95% chance he did it, bro. 99.9% chance.
See, this is the thing for me. It's my thoughts are, okay, for this to be dealt with properly, a number of things need to happen. Like you said, you've got a player like Vinnie who's going to double down on it.
Right. I got Anthony on the line. 1 second, bro. What, Anthony, downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come by the door, man. I'm going to come on and get you. Marx, fill in for 2 secs, man. Yeah? Go on, carry on, man. Carry on.
All right. All good. But yeah, like I
hold
was
down the
saying, it's one of those situations where you've got a gentleman or a player like Vini Jr. that is going to double down on the situation, and he's going to literally be saying, look, I know this happened. I'm 100% behind this. I'm going to make sure that justice is done. But in the midst of that, in order for justice to be done, it can't just be Vinny doing that. It has to be his teammates supporting him, saying, look, we're fully behind our guy. We want to make sure that justice is done, and we're not going to let this go until we see some action being taken. The club on a whole need to continue to back it. And if you see it gets to a case of like 1 week has passed, 2 weeks has passed, nothing has happened or no progress has been made, then the club need to then now be getting behind the player and putting pressure on those in authority to say, listen, we've made this statement with our player, we're backing our player, and we want to see something happen and not to let it go. But if you see you've got just the player doing it, he's team colleagues not doing it, and the club are not backing him for the next however long it takes until justice is done, then that's exactly what's going to happen, is that it's going to fade out in the background and nothing's going to happen to the player. So we need everyone to be moving on all fronts.
Yo.
These guys are here now, so I don't think
Greetings, people. Medea, Mr. Controversy's here now. Let's be having
yes.
So what we're talking about, we're not talking about Premiership, are we?
No prep today, bro. Yeah, say no.
Marcus, bro.
No prep. Now what we
It's gotta go, bro. It's gotta, Marcus, you don't understand, bro. I was trying to tell my people
I'll tell you, man.
I'm gonna share with you, bro. As I've told you, my empress, my mum passed away on Sunday morning. Rest her soul. So obviously, emotions are a bit, you know what I mean, fam?
Yeah.
I'm at peace with losing my mum and stuff, you know. God, we know where she's at and that, so I've got that peace, bro. And I've been cool, you know what I mean? I've spoken to you, Roger, you've heard me. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
So, Monday, go through the day. Well, what's on my head is Wednesday, Molyneux. That's all what's on my head, you know. Wednesday, Molyneux, fam. As much as it's my mum, but you know, this football thing is serious. You understand? So yesterday now, I'm there, chilling. Boom, turned over the telly. Saka's just ended it in 1-0. I've gone, great. Calm the nerves. Boom, 2-0.
relax.
I'm like, I'm eating this. I'm like, I don't say anything. I'm just laughing to myself thinking,
Yeah.
So then I see Wolves pull it back. So I'm thinking, yo.
Good goal, though.
It's Wolves.
Yeah,
we should be able to hold on 15, 20, probably get the third goal or just see it out. 2-2.
Yeah.
He's got to go. He's got to go. I'm not an R-Tapas fan, but you like know my feelings on him. But he's got to go. He's got to go. You can't be... Not even just the result. For me, how can you be taking Eberechi Eze out the team who had 2 assists in the FA Cup on Sunday to play the star boy, the right winger, in the 10 role? This isn't time for Tinkerbell.
Just do your bit.
Do what you got to do. Get the 3 points and keep it moving.
Yeah, right.
You understand? And this is why I'm saying this geezer has to go, because big managers don't do that, brother.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was having a conversation with a couple of friends of mine only yesterday, and I was saying the problem is that when you see you're in this title run and you get to this part of the season, you look at Liverpool and you say, Liverpool have the experience of knowing what to do to hold on to make sure they get it over the line. You look at City, you say the same thing.
Same thing.
But over the years, Arsenal, the history has, they get to this part of the season and then they start capitulating.
Sorry.
Happens.
I just got to correct people on this little issue here. What you're saying is true, but Arsenal, no. It's the Arsenal under Mikel Arteta. Let's be real. Let's be no. I'm not having this, bro. I'm not having this. I was having this argument this morning. I'm not having this. Arsenal been perennial bottlers. No. We've been bottlers since Mikel Arteta's been at the club. Prior to that, Arsene Wenger was winning pots, bro. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Yo, you've been losing in finals and come back and win.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This clown, though, this clown, he is the CEO of the franchise, Buckle Job FC. Mikel Arteta is the CEO with the Cronkey backing him. CEO, Buckle Job FC, and everybody knows I'm an Arsenal fan, diehard. But this geezer, nah, bruv, I feel embarrassed. You must, people I don't even talk about football with, bridging. You understand? People I don't even talk football with.
Was
on my
there
phone.
one point
and
that
I've
you
seen-
guys
look,
were like 10 or 13 points ahead?
Bruv, look, I've gone on my phone. Remember, people know my mum's passed away, And mans who I don't talk football with are sending me things like this, look.
Nah, bro, they're taking Libby's, bro. Libby's muscle job, I don't know about. And they don't talk
They don't
about.
talk about, me and them don't talk about football. Who sent this? My brethren, my long-time brethren came to see my mum passed away. He came to my house yesterday, didn't mention a dicky bird about football, And he's a Man United fan. He didn't even mention, we came to the Emirates. He didn't say nothing, bruv. I've woke up to this. The cheek of it. Bruv. It reminds me of when we went down the road and lost 2-1. This is what I was getting off the Vile fans until we slapped them and put them in their place. You understand? But I can't even argue with a man when he says, your team are Bottle Job FC. I can't say, what can I say? Because the proof's there. You tune it up to a team with 9 points. 9 points, bro. So imagine the eulogy at Arteta's wake is going to say, the bottom club ended your title dream. And then to seal it, we got to go White Hart Lane on Sunday.
Well,
First game, new manager bounce back ability.
And
What would Tottenham give? They're fighting relegation. They're fighting relegation, but Marcus, and I know if they beat Arsenal on Sunday, we sealed your league title. They won the league for them.
Yeah. That's the
They
chat.
won the league for them.
That's the chat.
And this is what I'm saying. So all those little clowns on AFTV, Robbie and Curtis, all those geezers on AFTV, you jokers, it's all you people I blame, you people, because you think you talk for people like me. You ain't got a clue, fam. Chatting rubbish, absolute wass. You understand? You talk rubbish, man. You talk rubbish, brother. You know what I mean? You're doing it for the likes and that. I do this because I love this club, fam. You understand? I do it because I love this club and I talk the thing. You understand?
Yeah. What is it, guys? Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm just getting out of the way. Now, see, I'm warming in now because I'm ready for this. For this now. Brave, Messi, Diego. You under me, I come for you now. All right.
Yeah, mate. So what we've been saying, Auntie. So just to give you a bit more context in it, because we got about half an hour to really just to digest into this. So me and Mark's been looking at the it and we was looking at in terms of did it really happen first and foremost? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and 100%. What I was saying to Marks, this is my situation. Being a diversity officer in the Christian League, I have been approached. I was at a football game when a player punched another player. Yeah, you know what I mean. A black player punched a white player, and they came to me after the game, knowing that I'm the diversity officer. Yeah, and said to me, that person was racist. So what you saying? Yeah, and I said to them, okay. If he was, okay, let's sit down, let's make a police report and charge criminal thing. Bob. No. That's a dopey. That's somebody who's no that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, still, yeah, you just try to get like help so you can get out the red card. So you use the race card. I don't appreciate that. That I can't stand it. And I've said to anybody, that's like a girl who didn't get raped. Bars rape, and whatever. That destroys a man's life. Yeah. So for racism, I'm not prepared to mash up somebody's life because a black person wants to get away with not being good enough.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Full stop. I'm anti that, and I agree with it. But the problem is this. I've seen too many young black men or black men being locked up based off not even doing the crime, just being there near the crime.
Just being black. Just being black, bro.
Just dropping off your friend. Marks, you dropped your friend to a shop. Yeah, man, see you later. He did a robbery and you're going to prison for the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something.
So how on earth has that happened and yet people are willing to let this brother off who coughed in his mouth like this?
I've got a friend. Yeah, I've got a friend back in the day. Some bad lads, doing things that I don't uphold. But basically, imagine you phone me up and says, Ant, I need a lift into town. My car's broke down. Can you get a lift into town? So yeah, me and Marcus at the house. Pick us up here. So okay, cool. So I pick you up. I'll drop you off to do what you're doing. I don't know what you and Marcus are going to do. In this scenario, you and Marcus have gone to a nightclub and shot up 2 people and shot Banter. Bro, the geezer who drove them there, he's doing 35 years. He didn't do no crime. He wasn't there, but because he drove, he's doing a big bird of his life. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things. So for me, okay, we're talking about the Vinnie incidents against Benfica, I presume, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, this is for me.
Yeah.
This is how the facts go for me.
Yeah.
The geezer scored a goal from heaven.
Yeah.
Absolute goal from heaven. He's gone to the corner flag and he's done his little samba skank and he's he's doing his thing, no problem. When any man, Jose Mourinho and fans are going to say he incited the players and the fans by doing the dance, that's when you know we've got a problem in football.
Bro, the referee actually caused the problem.
No, let me. I was going there.
Okay, cool.
So he's doing his little skank.
Yeah.
He's done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He's done nothing wrong.
Bro.
You even see him in the corner, Tuchemani, and they're throwing the things, and you see Tuchemani pulling the people back closer onto the pitch, further away because of what's going on. Vinnie still hasn't done nothing wrong. Kissed his...
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what he did.
And then turn round,
then the rest give him a yellow. What's that about? What's that about, ref? What's that about? What did Vinicius Jr. do wrong to get a yellow? Now, I'm just going to put this into context. Look at the yellow card. That's the same yellow that Phil Foden got for taking out my man's Achilles, Bassi, Fulham.
Yeah.
That's the same yellow card, you know. Let's just deep it, bro. Let's just deep this.
Yeah.
It's the same yellow card that Phil Foden got. Career-ending challenge on Bassi. Down the back of his leg. Nowhere near the ball. The ball wasn't even close. Yellow card, but Vinny gets a yellow for celebrating a goal. Then, Geezer's put his top over his mouth and he's saying things. Now, I've seen all the statements come through. Vinny said his statement. Benfica have said their statement. The player said his statement. Now, I watched his statement and this is what I picked up. He said, Vinicius, I'm sorry that Vinicius Jr. misheard what I said. Here's the $1 million question. How comes nobody's asked him to repeat what he said?
Yeah, man.
Nobody's, because remember his statement says, so I'm going by what his statement says. Your statement says, Vinny has misheard, Mbappe has misheard, all these people have misheard. Now they're saying he called him a something monkey.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So, what did he mishear him saying? We've heard monkey. What did you say?
What did you say?
What was it that you said then? How comes nobody's asking that question?
Donkey.
Benfica ain't asking it. Real Madrid ain't asking it. The press ain't asking it. How comes nobody's asking the question?
Because he's a black man.
Then
and
again, hold on. Then they're saying, these things always happen with Vinny. That's very true. That's very true. But here's my take on it. Because Vinny's the only black man with kahunas in playing football now.
That's what we were saying about
He's
Marx.
the only black man with a pair to stand up and say what needs to be said.
Yeah.
I remember Vinny's statement a month ago, his press conference when he was crying. When the racism brought the tears to the youth's eyes, fam. He's 25 in a foreign country playing football and he's had to endure racial abuse from fans, players, and management alike.
And league officials, bro.
And league officials.
Man's
all
fighting
these
him.
things,
He's fighting them off.
He's faced all these things, bro. And all people are doing is point, but it's always Vinny. But it's always Vinny. The little respect I had for Jose Mourinho, the little respect, gone out the window. It's gone out the window.
Explain why.
It's gone out the window because when a man's going to say, that's like, Roger, you're a black B-A-S-T-A-R-D.
Yeah.
No, you're a B-A-S-T-A-R-D, but Marcus, you're okay. That's the same thing. It's the same thing when you got your white friend and he's calling the N-word and he's gone, but not you, Rog, because you're safe. That's what Jose Mourinho's doing. How can we be racist when Eusebio...
Let me ask this question then,
is our thing?
Because I didn't see the game itself.
Okay.
When Vinny was celebrating,
Yeah.
did he celebrate in front of his own fans?
He went to the corner flag, the nearest corner flag, and he did his dance.
He just done a dance. That's what he did. He didn't do nothing.
The reason I ask, and I'm not saying that it's
He
wrong.
didn't do anything provocative, though. I understand what you're saying. If it was in front of Benfica fans, okay, cool. But he didn't do anything to say he riled them. He didn't make a gesture.
He didn't do Adibel. He didn't
do nothing to incite.
He went to the nearest flag.
Yeah, he went to the nearest flag.
That's the only reason I
to
asked.
celebrate. Yeah. So I understand why you would have asked the question, but he didn't do anything to you know, it wasn't like he was busting gunshots and all that, busting shots and that.
You know, the thing is, there's a, it's not a law in football, but there's almost like a unsaid agreement, or, you know, whether you want to say, what's the term I'm looking for?
Don't incite the fans.
A gentleman's way of acting, where like you don't, you know, run in front of the opposite fans to do your celebration.
I disagree. I disagree.
Remember, you know, football's an emotion thing. So when you score, it's an emotion. You can't curtail a person's emotion. Oh, Marcus, you can't celebrate over there just in case, because the fans might take it a bit around. They might start throwing. You can't do. If we're doing that, what happens to football? What happens to football if we're doing that?
I agree with you. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just saying. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying it's you.
We've seen the opposite happen, right?
It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Come on,
from one side of the pitch all the way to the other, just to celebrate in front of their
I'm not
fans.
having it, bro. I don't want to hear nothing. Do you know what I don't hear anything? More's being made about Vinny than was made for Enzo from Chelsea and all his little RG mates when they were singing the racist tune on the plane. You understand? Nobody talks about, we're all pointing fingers at, it's always Vinny. Well, it's always Argentinian players who are racially abusing black players. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Hold on. No. You know me, I'm on it now, bro. You know, the most racial country in football, in sport, in terms, Argentina. Did you see the thing I sent you today, this morning? Look on your phone. Look at the thing I sent you.
About the woman.
Look at the thing I sent you, and the thing, and the geezer's talking about Argentina. You can even play a bit on the thing, because I ain't scared. I'm talking it on Argentina. You can come from me.
No, see, the reason why I raised it, because you mentioned Mourinho. Now, my thing is, I was saying to Roger before you came that I don't take what Mourinho says and make it change my view on him. And the reason I say that is this. Because Mourinho, obviously, the first comment he made was about the inciting of the fans here, which is why I raised that question that I've raised, because there's that unsaid thing in football regarding the celebration stuff here, right? But I think we know enough about Mourinho in terms of like where he's come from, the things he said publicly regarding African players and all that kind of stuff, the support he's given for some of the players in terms of bringing them to like the Prem and stuff like that, and the way he's really pushed them to know that he's not that dude to fit in the same category as we might do like some of the Argentinian players, or you know, things like that. For me, I look at Mourinho, I don't think he's that. I don't put him in that same category as that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a racist,
of the
but
team.
I would have
so
thought
to a certain degree he's gonna.
I would have thought Jose Mourinho is honest enough. He's big enough in the game to talk the thing as he saw the thing. You know, at the end of the day, don't come out and make a patronising statement about how can Benfica be racist when their greatest player was black. That
doesn't make no sense.
That makes nothing. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
That's like them people that say I'm not racist because
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm giving you an example. That's like saying someone's calling Roger a black basket, but Marcus, not you, because you're safe. You know what I mean? I've seen them ones. The N-word, people calling the N-word. Oh, not you, Ant, because you're all right. You're all right. No. You know what I mean? And as I says, I'm not having this Argentina players. Now this is going on too often, bruv. Enzo from Chelsea, Martinez from Villa, all those geezers, racist, singing racist songs about black players on the plane. They're racist. So you want me to believe another Argentinian covered his mouth and he didn't say anything racist, but now he hasn't told, he hasn't come out to the world and said what he said. Let's just put a line under this and I'm going to tell you what I said, bam, and that's what I said. He hasn't done that.
But that's what you would do, Anthony.
Of course.
If somebody said I said something, Marx, what would you do?
I could come out and say, I know what I said.
This is what I said.
This is what I said.
You would say, and you'll go down the mic. But the thing is, you can't go into the court of law and being truthful about it. And Marx, I totally agree with you in terms of, yes, let's break this down. But going back to Anthony's discussion, I want to go over it and I'm going to pull up that case that he said because I've seen the case. And Vinny has scored, gone to the nearest, he scored top bins, yeah, and he's gone to the nearest thing, done his good twirl thing. You, as usual, we know these guys throw stuff on the pitch. We know that. Got pulled back, you're cool. You turn around, mistake number one, referee giving the yellow card, yeah? You know what I'm saying? And then as he's walking back, Bastoni, what is your business? You should be focusing on your team, how to get back in the game. You're only 1-0 down. Why have you done this and said something over there? And Mbappe's face screwed at the same time. Like,
straight in.
Like,
straight
what the
in.
hell? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then, and then obviously he got pulled up. Now, as I said, you're 1-0 up. You're not 5-1 down.
No.
So why would you stand on the side and say, I'm not playing until this is done? You know what I'm saying? Why would you stop the game when you're winning? And this is why Vinny is probably, and Anthony, you've been around a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're way old, but you know your football story, and I know like ourselves, we all always looked for black players on the pitch.
Yeah.
I have never seen a high-profile black player make this dance.
No.
Never.
No.
I never seen
No,
it.
and
I
that's
love
right, that's what I said to you, Roger, that-
Yeah. Yeah, go on, but
I agree. Like I said, just for the record, my stance is I generally believe that in this situation, he generally was racially abused. There's just too much evidence. You're covering your mouth. And Mbappe said that he heard it and he knows it word for word. There's other Benfica players as well that if you see the clips here, right, you can actually see that when he's doing what he's saying, there's certain responses on their faces. So there's certain Benfica players that heard certain things as well. So I believe that it happened. But my argument was not so much against this, but what I'm saying is, like we said, unfortunately, Vinny is one of the very few guys that have stepped out and gone forward with things. You know what I'm saying? And because he's one of the only guys, is on the flip side, is also looking bad because historically nobody else has done it.
Yeah,
so
but
the first person is always going to get the most heat.
But
you know what I'm saying? If
but
someone
that's
does
what
something for the
Thierry
first
Henry
thing,
was saying.
they're going to get the most heat.
That's what Thierry Henry said. Sorry to cut you, Mark. That's what Thierry Henry says. He says, but so what? And the only reason it's always Vinny, because like we're saying, see, you can do, it's how you want to perceive it, and is it always Vinny because he's looking it, or is it always Vinny because he's the only one who's got the kahunas to stand up and point it out?
I think he's one to point it out.
So
because
it's one of those.
Because like we said,
sorry, Mark, let me just put this comment. Sorry, coming straight after. I think with Vinny, why Vinny does it so because of the intensity, what he's had to personally go through. Madrid, the effigy hanging from the bridge, monkey, number 7 on the back, Vini Jr. On the bridge, spray paint, all that things. Valencia fans, officials, team officials, all that.
the Spanish FA,
you know, FIFA. FIFA, let's be real. La Liga. Let's call them all because they're all conspirators. All of them, they don't do nothing. So, and that's the narrative that put it out there for us to question. But why is it always Vinny? We shouldn't have to, bruv, because we're black folks. We shouldn't question Vinny
we
like
shouldn't
that.
have to, but
we should not question Vinny. And that's why I don't look at Vinny like that. I'm not looking at Vinny. Why is it always Vinny? I'm just looking at it's because we know this thing about this thing. We know. Let's not kid ourselves. We've seen it in England. We've seen it all over. It's there. It is there. More rife in other countries. Now, I'm not saying Benfica fans are racist. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. Because I don't believe Benfica fans were saying any monkeys. I don't think nothing like that. They were throwing things, yes. And let's be for real, if Vinny had scored that goal in the Camp Nou and did the same dance, they would have threw
There's
things
at him in there. Yeah, yeah.
If
yeah,
he'd done
yeah,
that
yeah,
at Atletico Madrid,
yeah,
they would have done the same thing. So it's not the throwing of the things.
Doing it PSG.
That's not the problem for him.
Yeah, man.
The problem for him where it started, like Roger says, from the referees giving the yellow, there's problem number one. Biggest problem. And that's because he's black and he's done what he's done. I don't care, I'm saying it.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
It's because he's black and he's done what he's done.
Yeah.
The referees probably thought, yeah, you've done what you've done. Don't say that, I'm giving you, you're inciting, no. But then when he's ran to him and told him the racial thing, then the ref's done the,
Yeah.
you know, then he's gone over and he's explaining to the people, and Jose Mourinho's telling him, but you danced in the corner. You've incited them. You've incited them, Vinny. That's why I said the little respect I had for Mourinho, it's gone, bro. Because you're trying to justify. You're trying to justify. You haven't said nothing to say, if my player said, because you still got to back your player until proven guilty, not true? So if my player said this, there'll be this. Well, this is what we take. We don't tolerate racism. We don't. But don't come and tell me about we're not racist because Eusebio. Come on.
I tell you what.
I've had that. I've had that in the workplace. I've had that in the workplace. I took a company. I was working for a company, new in here. They dealt with electronic stuff and that. Anyway, quite a long story short, I was working for them temp. They promised me after 6 months, I'm going to give you a full-time contract. Boom. This white girl, her mum worked in the company. She started 2 weeks after me. So they've called me in to renew now. So they've gone, oh, Anthony, unfortunately, we're not really, we don't know, we're not sure. So we're going to just extend your term another 3 months, but to give the white girl the permanent. She's coming after me. Oh yeah, I got the permanent. Anyway, quite a long story short. It didn't sit right with me, Roger. You know.
Yeah.
So I challenged. So when I've gone, it's worked out. This manager was hiring black staff and Asian staff on temporary contracts for over 25-year period. No black staff or Asian staff got a full-time contract. Only Caucasian stuff. And when I accused him, I said, you're a racist. He says, how can I be a racist when I give you a contract? Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's what Marino's trying to say. And that's what he's trying to say. How can you say I'm racist when I've given you a chance? Well, I'm saying you're racist because I started before the white woman, and my job was as good as her standard, if not better than the white woman. Yet I get told I have to stay for another 3 months as a temp. Yet the white girl whose mum works there gets a full-time contract. What am I supposed to think? And then when we check it systematically, that's exactly what was happening. They got found guilty.
So this is what I was saying.
I got some money. They got a fine, and they had to do some racial whatever. But what I'm trying to show is this is what people think they can do. They can hide behind. Giving you
peanuts.
And say blah blah
blah.
But
see, that story that you just shared there, Anya, right? That kind of feeds in well with what the point I was going to make is that in situations like yours, for example, in situations like Vinny's, the initial like fight against it, is predictable. And the reason I say that is because there always has to be the one person to be the first to do something.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you said, in your situation, this guy been doing it for 20-something plus years and no one's confronted him. So if you're going to do it, you're going to be the one initially that's going to get the most heat.
Exactly.
The same thing with Vinny. When he starts talking...
Because he starts... Exactly, don't forget,
Marx. He's not the first black player at Madrid. Do you know what I'm saying? So, so this thing could have been going on for time, but now... a black player is talking, the question is, okay, we've always dealt with this situation a certain way. Why are you trying to make us deal with it a different way? Do you know what I'm saying? So everyone's going to be, because nobody has come out and stepped out of the box. They've all conformed to what's been going on. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but going back to the point I was making, Rog, is that I believe that what happened with Vinny happened. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
But what I'm saying is that going forward... not just in terms of Vinny's one, but any situation we can't be a case of just jumping on things and being like, this is the case, that's the case here, without a level of facts being there. This situation with Vinny, for example, I think there's enough there from the outset that we could do that. From the covering of the mouth to Mbappe's testimony, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I think what we need to, like you said, Roger, that there have been instances where people have made claims, even in football, just for the purpose of either escaping a red or, you know, putting an excuse for their poor performance or whatever it might be. And I think that we need to find a way to communicate to those players, like, listen, when you see you're doing those false ones, actually it's hurting us. Because when we are being truthful and we want action to be taken here, right? If we've got a track record of people doing stuff and then it gets proven that what you're saying is not true, it's then going to affect everybody else.
100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
100%
No. And I think
100%,
but that's it. But it's about time now. Somebody said something to me today that Biggie's. This is not, you know, this is in our room now. If you're looking at this and you're not black, this is not about conversation. I'm not saying you're excluded, but just listening. But this is specific for black people. The energy that we have over these subjects is between each other. We have the gatekeepers that actually stop this happening over. No offense, we have our so-called representatives. No offense to these let's kick racism and all these guys and whatever, taking the money on board and not actually making the noise. The only time you hear them is responding to interviews in media after incidents like this, and then you see nothing of them afterwards. You see people of color who are Christians having great times with God, but when it comes to this, they put down, we all beauty in Christ. But then when it comes to afterwards, we go back to status quo. And everything like that. So yeah, and my thing is, I've watched the media, I've looked at all the feedback from the media, looking at how people responded. The most looking at, okay, you're jumping on this now as a black man in media, but what are you doing throughout your time apart from actually fulfilling the stereotype? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And for me now, I've watched the media, the likes of Simon Jordan and all his business, they're more emphasizing allegedly because, you know, that's the Simon anyway. So yeah, I'm not really watch, but I'm looking at who is going to step up. We, like the example of Haiti, we treat that country like it's some dirty, nasty country. We're the first country to liberate itself in the Caribbean as black people that we should celebrate. We don't celebrate them, we despise them. We look at them like evil witches and witchcrafts. The same thing of Vini Jr. Is he a hero like a Muhammad Ali? Are we treating him? Are we backing? Have we got his back to make this stand? And I would say in our community,
but this goes back to what I was saying, Rog, like,
do you know what? Sorry to cut you, Marx.
When you guys would think, give me 1 second. Let me say this. So when you see a player like Vinny comes forward, one thing you said earlier, Rog, is that, you know, what tends to be in the media, and then maybe after a couple of weeks he kind of dies out and stuff like that.
Couple days.
I'll tell you why. Because people like Vinny, yeah, right. He's got that energy. He'll be on it. He'll be on it. But you need his teammates to be supporting him. For like, if you see like 2 weeks later, yeah, right, justice ain't done, they're still putting the same pressure on. The club are behind him. So let's say, for example, a month from now, they still haven't dealt with a situation or got a resolution to what happened. The club are still putting pressure on the authorities to deal with this. What's happening is that everybody seems to be like, yeah, they're on it. And then 2 weeks later, he starts dying. And then next thing you know, we don't hear anything anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you've got to chase that. If you want that justice, you've got to chase it to then get it done. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't they're almost like following the media cycle. When the media stop talking about it, everybody else stops talking about it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, get on it and like make sure that this guy, something's happening to him. And even, you know what, I would even go a bit further and say, let's say, for example, they turn around and they fine him £5,000. Everybody will be in an uproar and say that 5,000 ain't nothing. So then go back in again till you get the result that you want. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think we need to start seeing serious impact for players which are saying things, doing things, and not just the players, but even externally, we're going a bit further in terms of where we see like fans racially abusing players and stuff like that. There needs to be impacts which are like hurting clubs and players to the point that it forces them to make changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not get it twisted. They say to this guy now, you know what? We're going to fine you 15,000. By the time he walks from the stadium to his car, he's probably made that back in sponsorships and everything else.
Marcus,
you know what I'm saying? So there needs to be something hard.
The thing with this, we said this time and time again, when this nasty thing rears its head. We always go back to the same. And you've just made a great point. But until clubs are held accountable for their players and for their fans' behaviour in the stadiums during games, this will not be the same. Now, imagine what you just said, Marcus. Now, if this geezer was found guilty, if UEFA says, okay, this geezer's been found guilty, this is what's going to happen. We're fining Benfica £100,000, just for argument's sake, £100,000. And we're forfeiting the game. Real Madrid have won it 3-0, going to the second leg. Or it's a knockout game. We're kicking Benfica out. Madrid go to the first. Until you see something drastic. So like he says, until clubs get fearful, because clubs right about now ain't fearful because the fan racially abuses, the fan gets dealt with. The player, I don't see... And this is what I talk about society football. Now, look, let's go back a few years to Kurt Zuma and the cat incident.
Yep. He got killed.
Look how they dealt with Kurt Zuma over the cat. Now, I don't condone cruelty to animals, no shape or form. The Bible tells us to honour the animal, them. Bible. God tell if we do that, you know. Right? So I ain't telling you to go and kick your cat or kick your dog, whatever. No. They're God's creation. You show them the same love and manners and respect that you show your fellow human being, because that's what we're supposed to walk in love. Yeah? So they dealt with him like that over a cat. How they're dealing with footballers and racism, totally different. And that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is, because Adidas took away their boot deal because of the abuse to the cat. Are Adidas going to stop sponsoring Benfica?
Nope.
No. Did Adidas stop sponsoring Luis Suarez when he was racially abusing people? No. But they stopped sponsoring the black man because he kicked a cat. We don't know, bruv. We don't know the racism in this. The racism, you know what I'm talking? It's racism, clear and utter, filthy, dirty racism. You understand? The geezer, I don't know his name. I don't want to know his name. The number 25, I think he wore for Benfica. Coward. From he cover his mouth, he's a coward, he's guilty. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, man.
He's guilty. He's guilty. Even if Mbappe didn't hear what he heard, he's guilty. The fact that you've covered your mouth, and you haven't come out and says, this is what I said. Because you know you're guilty.
But bro, you know in the court of law, if you got a witness...
You're guilty, bro. So for me, if it needs to change, another thing I think needs to change, Marcus. Me and Roger was talking about this. Now, remember we used to have that police officer come in and talk about racial. Now, it's a hate crime. So if that's the case, then footballers should be able to go to the police officer and say, I want this football player arrested.
Yeah.
Take him off the pitch in handcuffs, bro. Stop the game.
Yeah.
Stop the game. What's going on? PC plot. That geezer's called me a black this or whatever. I want him arrested.
Yeah.
I didn't do whatever. You got to arrest him for further investigation. For further investigation. When you see
I don't think
things
that's really ever happened, has it?
No, but that's what it's a hate crime, bro. That's what we're told, correct?
Yeah, it's good.
So really and truly, we've got police at football grounds, yeah?
You should be able to go
so
on
a
the pitch.
player has the right then to go to the police officer and say, I was just playing on the pitch, Marcus Geezer called me a black, I want him arrested.
You should be able to take him to this station.
You should be able to come on the pitch, referee.
Yeah, cool.
Talk to the lino. Player just says he wants him arrested, stop.
Even if you waited till afterwards,
Wait till however you're doing it, but he's getting arrested.
Yeah.
Handcuffs.
Yeah.
I want to see the cuffs.
Yeah.
And let out from clubs, chairmans and that start seeing things like them. They're gonna have to do something, fam.
They ain't
Because at the end of the day, we keep hearing, Raheem, you're a role model. Why are you putting gun tattoos on your ankle? Well, where's the role models of standing up against racism? And I'm not talking about the black folks. I'm not talking about the black folks, because we have to be role models to black kids, white kids, Asian kids, and everybody's. We have to be role models. So who's being a role model to the people to say, folks, what these black people are going through is not right? How comes I don't see the Hurricanes, none of those white players saying, you know what, I've had enough of this. This is disgusting. I'm going off. Nobody's doing it. It's all left just to the black players. It's always left to the black person. And then when we do something, when we get a geezer like Vinnie X, Vinnie X, because that's what he's like. He's like Malcolm. He's like Malcolm. He's
Rate him,
making
man.
that
Rate him.
stand.
He's making
He's
stand,
making
yeah.
that stand. And
Stand,
like
yeah.
you said earlier, Marcus, the players have to back him. You see, again, worldwide now, all those Lamars, all the black players, Marcus Rashford, it's black players in England, or everybody, they're seeing what we see on the same television. They're supposed to come out and say, you know what, I'm standing up. Vinny, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. You know when you get them, did you see the Vinny? Yeah, and you say, I'm with Vinny.
Yeah.
Black players need to be running up their mouth. I'm with Vinny. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be showing that solidarity and support as black people to the black man who's making the stand in the Bernabeu.
How many players will be saying, I support Vinny on the T-shirts?
You know what I mean? If Liverpool FC can give T-shirts to support racism for Luis Suarez, what? Can't you give the same thing to say we're supporting Vinny against racism? Why can't we do? All clubs can do that. All clubs can do that. We all seen it. We all saying that we're trying to kick out racism. So how comes everybody's not condoning? Everybody should be having a go at what's going on. Everybody, if you the fight against racism, if it's real, if it's real, you know, I want to see the Sackers come out and say, yeah, you know, after yesterday, but I want to talk about Vinny and what happened there. That's what I want to talk about. I seen Trent say it. I seen Trent come out and say it's a disgrace. Mbappe, that's 3. But where's the rest of them? I seen Rio running up his mouth on his socials. Rio running up his mouth. As I says, didn't have this kind of mouth for JT though. Didn't have this mouth for JT. Had mouth for your black. Had mouth for your mixed race counterpart Ashley Cole, but you didn't have no mouth for JT.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sent you the thing.
Yeah. No, it's quite. But listen, guys, we're going overtime. But what I will say, guys, one thing we do on this station and do through this show is that we definitely will be.
We're not scared to talk. We're not scared to talk, mate. We're gonna address this, and we'll be doing this every week if we have to. We're not scared, bro. We're not scared. Vinny, I can speak on behalf of Roger, Marx, my brethren. We support you 100. As a matter of fact, I might even start making T-shirts like, you know, no, Vinny, you watch. You watch. I'm start making T-shirts, brethren. I ain't playing, bro, because this is a joke, fam. This is going on too long. It's been going on too long, and we keep asking. We get serious racial incidents in football and a chance for FIFA, UEFA, Premiership, Championship, whoever to make a stand, and they all sit on the fence. They all just sit on the fence. They all just sit on the fence. But if I come out now with some homophobic T-shirt, you want to have me, hang me, crucify me, you want to do all sorts. You want to do all sorts, but it's okay to disrespect black people for the colour of their skin. It's okay. It's okay, innit? It's okay now, man. You know me, I'm passionate about this thing, bro. I don't play with this racism thing, fam. And I'm sick and tired of these white folks in these big positions turning the other cheek. I'm sick and tired of it. And then you wonder why black folks respond and go on the way we go on. You wonder why. You lot are lucky that Vinny's the way he is, because if it was me on the pitch, my boots, my Adidas Predators or my Nike Tempos, he's cleaning a racist face, you know. He's cleaning a racist face, and I'm carrying him the fight in the tunnel. I'll go in your changing room as well. He's going up, and Mbappe is coming. Touch-a-man is coming in, and we're having it. I'll show you what monkeys can do. Fam. That's why you're scared of us monkeys, because we're the original. The black man is the original man. Come on, biblical talk. Yeah. So you can fool yourselves as much as you want, but you ain't fooling me, fam. You ain't fooling me. You see this here worth more than gold, you know. This yasso worth more than gold, and I'm proud of it. And I ain't scared. I'll fight any racist, any dirty, stinking Argentinian boy. Clean that. Yeah? I'm saying it to you Argentinians, brethren. I'm telling you, because you're racist, bro. You're racist. Martinez down Villa Park, you're racist. Fernandez at Chelsea, you're racist. I mean, I'll take it back.
Yeah, man.
I'll take it back.
They're done it, man.
Marina, show you. Look your man a
What?
Christian
Yeah.
You look your man a Christian channel.
We have to close. We're going over stream. And I got.
And don't cut it.
Yeah, cool.
Don't cut it.
No. This is live, bro.
No, I'm
This is
just
live.
saying, it's live. Safe, even better.
Yeah, it's live, man. It's live.
I ain't playing with you people, bro. I ain't playing with you people.
Yo,
you can hide in your bed gloves and
yeah.
cover your mouth. Cover your mouth and say something to me. Call me a monkey and cover your mouth and see what happens. See what happens. See what me cleaning on your face, boy.
Listen. All right, guys, listen. We're going overtime. Marks.
Nah, man, I don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, people. I'm not apologizing for the thing. This is a bit emotion because I lost my mum.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's that mixed in of it as well. You understand me? But when it comes to this skin, bro, no.
Can't tell you,
Vinny,
Mick.
my boy. I'm a Madridista anyway on top of it. You understand? Vinny, I got you, bro.
Yeah, man.
got you, bro. I'm with you 100%. 100%. And you can do it every game if you have to. And I believe you in every game as well. Because we don't know them people racist. We don't know that.
But listen, right, I gotta go. Listen, guys, this is love here. Listen, we keep 100, man. We keep 100. This is Roger and Affinity Xtra. Alongside Marx, alongside Anthony Young. Just keep it 100. And listen, guys, don't feel nowhere. We'll do lives about this all day long anyway. Still, yeah. Marx, thanks for your time.
Thank you,
Anthony,
Marcus. Pressure, and thank you for your condolences.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
And
Appreciate
Anthony,
that.
thanks for
No doubt,
passing
man.
through, man, and being available, man. Yeah, I'm saying, and whatever. But guys, listen, sorry, we gotta go. Peace and love.
So it's not wet live, bro. Can you still send me back?
What's going on, people? I'm DJ Xtra. Make sure you check out all the stuff Affinity Xtra's got going on, man. We've got loads of content, loads of things coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, you know. Listen. Don't go anywhere, you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your brethren, yeah?